Well, I'm at the lighthouse this morning, trying to take some photos, but it started raining. So I'm taking shelter in the lighthouse, waiting for that rain to pass. So the 8th day of our road trip is certainly a windy one, here at the bottom of the South Island. Looking at the way these trees have grown indicates that it's probably windy very often here. Surrounding the lighthouse is some areas where the lighthouse keepers used to live, maybe have their farm, and some nice tussock area. On a windy day like this one, it's not hard to imagine why some vessels came into difficulty here, especially with the strong currents and before the lighthouse was built. Located here is the mass grave of many of those who died in one of New Zealand's worst maritime disasters. Sadly, over 100 lost their lives off this coast in 1881. Here at this reserve is a nicely maintained building with some of the history of the lighthouse and its keepers, and some facilities. Here we go on the Catlins Coastal Heritage Trail. And one of our first stops as we make our way around the southern coast is Slope Point. And it's actually this place, not Bluff, but this place, that is the southernmost point of the South Island. Being out in this windy weather certainly makes you feel a bit hungry. Time for a snack. So we were wondering what to eat, and then someone came up with the idea of some cheese toasties. Cheese and onion toasties, no less. And this was a very simple and great satisfying snack on our journey. Whoa.
Cheese and onion toasties.
Crunchier. Oh man, it's good. Wow. Let's make some more, eh?
Oh, what for the uni? We'll pick up the tab for them.
Waipohatu Waterfalls track. Time for a bushwalk. This was a nice easy track to walk along as it followed a river. It was nice and flat, although as you're about to see it was definitely muddy in some parts. But a beautiful forest, a light canopy which allowed the sun to shine through. It was very beautiful. My safety jandals were starting to become a little bit of a problem. The problem with my jandals is they were slippery and it was also coming undone. Yeah, sure, that would. Whoa! Although jandals aren't the best footwear, it's easy to wash them. Yeah, so here we are trying to avoid the mud. Sometimes in life you just have to make a decision with what little information you may have. Which way? River crossings at one time in New Zealand was one of the most dangerous activities which claimed a lot of lives. You do have to be careful crossing rivers. A waterproof bag like this one is a very good idea. You can use it for keeping your devices dry, and also if you need to, you can use it for washing and numerous other things. You're good. Got nowhere to wash my hands. Could be.
Scenic Photoshop.
My shoe is maybe I'll just go. I don't know why I'm calling this a shoe, but anyway, in New Zealand they're called jandals, in Australia they're called thongs, and in the islands like Tonga they're called slippers. Here you can see some of the wreckage of a former bridge or path. In New Zealand a lot of work is done to keep up with the maintenance of these bridges and so forth, but so often they just get wrecked by floods and weather events. I think it was only a month after this, the west coast of the South Island got smashed.
What are you doing? My shoes are over there.
Here we are at the headland, looking out towards, I think, Curio Bay. So at the headlands there's a campground here which you can pay for to either set up a tent or put your motor vehicle, and they have facilities for all of these things. Here's a parking spot right here. And also right here is this unique spot. What this is a petrified forest from the Jurassic period, and apparently it is one of the least disturbed sites of its kind in the world. Petrified wood and forests like this are much more rare, incredibly rare compared to fossilized animals. Here is some petrified wood. This was once wood in the time that dinosaurs roamed the earth, and now here it is as rock. This is a tree stump. So quite a unique spot. So the campground was nice, but we want to find somewhere else to stay where we don't have to pay. This was a nice spot. Also there's a building here just on the left, right there. You can get water for your camper vehicle. But Mum didn't want to stay there, so we're back on the road. Here we're exploring a back road, looking for a nice spot along the coast. Unfortunately, this was a dead end and we had to do a U-turn and head back. But the roads are beautiful, really beautiful countryside.
Even the back roads and everything's well maintained.
Here we are back on the main road. We're hoping to find this spot soon. This is the 8th day, and as you know, I've been getting up early every morning and going to bed late, so feeling pretty tired at this point. But we found a spot at the bottom of a big hill next to a beach, and we camped there for the night, and in the morning we awakened to another beautiful day.